So I'm back. Yeah, I was a couple of days in the hospital because I had my surgery, as you might know. If not, follow me on Instagram. And while I'm healing, obviously I don't want you to miss any daily vlog, and that's why I'm here. For sure, not 100% power yet, but here we go. So today I want to talk about the Virgin Galactic situation, because as it seems currently, instead of release, we are about to delay, and there's a lot of negative news, and we will talk about that because there was just a new PR that came out that gave us a little bit of a glimpse what's actually happening behind the scenes. And let me actually read it to you. What is the problem? Okay, it's a technical problem which is described as follows. During preparation for the Unity 23 test flight, a third-party supplier recently flagged a potential manufacturing defect in a component of the flight control actuation system that they supply to Virgin Galactic. At this point, it's not yet known whether the defect is present in the company's vehicles and what, if any, repair work might be needed. Out of an abundance of caution and in line with Virgin Galactic's established safety procedures, the company is in the process of conducting inspections in partnership with the vendor. This issue is unrelated to the Unity 22 flight or the current FAA matter, which is focused on air traffic control clearance and communications. Okay, so first of all, there's two separate things, okay? So you have one, the FFA matter, which we will come to it, and then you have this new problem. And before we diving in, let's have a look quickly into one of our favorite crypto projects out there. If you haven't heard about GSX, that I am talking about over the last couple of months, because the partnership is really interesting. When I decide something, to promote or to talk about, it's always, serious things. And, there's actually teams behind GSX that, taking care about the negotiation about the gold mines, the administration, the sales and marketing, the stabilization of the currency itself, So you see a huge team behind GSX that I am in contact with, and that's why I decided, this is something that I would love to talk about, okay? So let's talk about the basics. So GSX is actually a stable coin and a growth coin, okay? A stable coin because it's backed by something similar to the USD dollar token or USD dollar coin, UDCT or UDCC, that is not fluctuating that much, okay? And for that you need actually asset that backs the currency. So that's for one. You have gold mines and actual gold backing GSX, and on the other side they increasing the assets, okay? They are working on certain projects in Africa to bring, the mines on full production and to backing the project that it's actually growing the value of assets. Yes, it will take some years. Obviously, this is a long-term project, but considering the $3 cent that now the GSX is worth, and they are having a goal in a couple of years that the coin will actually be worth $1, you have a, pretty insane 33x potential here with the coin. And I think that if there's a team out there that is so dedicated, then it's the GSX team, okay? The Apollo FinTech team that is doing also governmental project and so on. This, for example, is actually the actual footage of a gold mine, and you can see that, there's things happening, okay? There's a real project behind it. You can check out their white paper. You can check out the CEO, Steven, that is traveling around the world. It's very exciting. So if you click the link below, you can actually get your hands on GSX now for cheap if you have this long-term vision. And let's get now back to the vlog. So I cannot stress enough that Virgin Galactic is a deep tech company, okay? This means that they are working on something that is very hard to achieve, okay? Space travel, space tourism, right? Just 3 companies in the whole world are actually doing it so far, Virgin Galactic, SpaceX, and Blue Origin. And we are actually, so close to commercial operation. Even though people are thinking, oh, it's still one way to go, 1 year to go. Well, if you are a successful investor, then you need to have this long-term vision. I posted something recently, and this is this one, okay? So you can see here at which age Warren Buffett got which net worth, okay? So you can see at 20 years old, he got 100K. 32 years old, so 12 years later, he 5 times X, okay? He 5 times X his net worth to almost $500,000. And then just, 16 years later, he multiplied it just insanely to 100 million. Then with 55 years to 1 billion. And then with 65 years, 10 years later to $10 billion. So you can see here, time is really what you need to understand. If you understand the company, that's one thing, but the time factor is one of the most important for investors, okay? You need to relax yourself and just increase your position to at some point enjoy the great fruits that this company is giving you as dividends if you are following it on regular basis. When you look at companies like Apple, you see there's a huge development, okay, or Amazon. They started with books. Actually, Jeff Bezos said that the actual business plan for Amazon was just books. They developed in something different over time. They ask questions to customers, what you would like to buy at Amazon, and they started to say, windshield wipers or anything like that. So then he said, wow, we actually can sell anything. And I think this development will create for Virgin Galactic a whole new level and whole new areas of business, okay? We know there's this crazy amount of demand for space tourism, but there's also maybe the same amount of demand for research missions, which gives the company $600,000 per seat equivalent. And if we are talking about 4 seats at least, that's about $2.4 million, okay? And if you then calculate, okay, maybe they will make 40 flights of them, that's already, almost $100 million in revenue. And 40 flights, I mean, they just did 3 over the last couple of months and everything worked well. And I believe that with the maintenance process, being very much established and continued, and then one day finalized in Q3 of next year, then you will really see the fruitfulness of the Virgin Galactic potential business plan, okay? I think there's many videos out there where also Shamas is saying, the potential is actually from Wall Street sometimes not comprehensible, okay? It's very hard for people and investors out there and analysts as well to envision that, but at some point Virgin Galactic will come out and say, and I think this could be, Q3 of this year, where they say, we open ticket sales and we have now thousands or 2,000s or many thousands of potential clients, which means then in retrospect, billions of potential revenue. And then they just have to figure out, the technical parts. And obviously this kind of news now are delaying things, yes, but in the end of the day, they are trying to do something very, very hard. So I'm not like a very conservative person, what means the potential for the development of Virgin Galactic. I really strongly believe in the product and the demand, and that things take a little bit sometimes more time. You see this examples at Tesla as well, right? Where, Tesla had to have multiple times delays because production is actually very, very hard versus design and sales and marketing. And this is where, the good companies from the bad are separating, specifically in this deep tech business. So I'm super excited. This delays just give us a little bit more time. I know, you're hearing this more often, but I'm really, really glad that I can load up more. The conviction on the stock for me never changed.